Welcome everyone in Problem Solving and Outlining Session 9 of course title MA 91 Production Technology Theory and Practice. Okay, so in this part we are firstly solving the assignment for week number 8. First solving the assignment of week of 8. Okay, the first question is mechanism of material removal in abrasive jet machining is. Okay, so plastic deformation is not correct. Okay, you know this kind of diffusion average and we are not doing average and diffusion this part. And plastic deformation is completely different part. So brittle fracture is only your correct answer. Okay, those all other parts are completely different part. Okay, so diffusion is different process where the heat posting average is like we are sliding. We are riding or material average is not included. Average jet machine. Plastic deformation is also not included. So only brittle fracture is correct answer. So considering all the other answers, the brittle fracture is only your correct answer. Okay. So in second problem, in average jet machining, as the mass rate of the abrasive increases, the material removal also increases because of increase in pressure and the flow rate of the gas, in of the increase in the nozzle orifice, of increase in the mixing ratio, and the abrasive grains are sharper. Okay, so abrasive grains are sharper, this is not possible. Increase in the mixing ratio is not mentioned there, and of the increasing in nozzle orifice is not a correct answer. Okay, so this is only correct answer of the increase in the pressure and the flow rate of the gas. Okay, this is the correct answer. Which increases the abrasive grade diameter, material removal with ultrasonic machining will yes, but it will increase and then it will decrease. Okay? Increase because of the crushing phenomenon I mentioned in the previous assignment also there is a crushing phenomenon here due to which this will be a correct answer because it will increase and then decrease. Decrease part is again important. So this is a correct answer. Okay, increase in diameter. Okay, so the role of the concentrator in ultrasonic machining unit is to concentrate the flow of abrasive slurry to increase the amplified vibration of acoustic head, to increase the flow velocity of abrasive slurry, to control the feed rate of acoustic head. Okay, so this gives us that completely to increase the amplitude of vibration we are using the concentrator. Okay, maximum removal rate in ultrasonic machining is maximum when uh, viscosity of abrasive slurry is okay when viscosity is because maximum it will be it will not go with the maximum remodeling. Zero which is hypersurface is not possible because maximum is the value is not. But we can, what they are asking here maximum removal rate in an ultrasonic machine is maximum. So only the minimum will be correct answer. Maximum machine rate in which is maximum. So this will be correct answer. This should not be correct answer in this context of situation. Okay. So maximum is equal to both are zero. So this will be a correct answer. Okay. So read the statements given below. In electrochemical machining, ECM the tool wears out more than in the case of electrodischarge machining. This is the first statement here. In ECM, the electrochemical solution rate is more where gas is and oil source. So this is correct because it is new. ECM the current is directly proportional to the gap. Okay, it is again wrong. Both these are wrong. And mechanism of material removal in ECM and ECM is different. Okay, this part is correct. The electrolyte in the ECM is also that the cathode is dissolved, but there is no deposition at anode. So this is again wrong. Okay. So only your 2 and 4 is the correct answer. So here see this will be the correct answer. Okay. An iron workpiece has been taken for electrochemical machining. The removal rate is there is 4 centimeters per minute. The, the gram atomic weight, valence and the density of iron are 56 grams to and 7.8 gram of centimeter cube is equal to the current required to achieve the desired removal rate in ampere is. Okay, so we know what is Q here. So I solved this problem in previous exam. So Q is equal to AI into PZ F which is Coulomb's constant. So here but your AI is given in this your this AI this Q part is given in min 8. So to divide it by 60. So your Q will be 4 by 60 is equal to right now you want to write your AI part. What is your AI part? Which is atomic weight, so 56 into current that you need to find out. Okay, divided by what is your eh, so it's 7.8 density into number 2 minus number that is into coulomb 96500. Okay, so it will be, so it will do some like in equation. So how it will happen? So this transformation is part, move this part here and there. So 9500 divided by what is this 56. So do to multiply here by 4. So divided by 56 into 60. Okay. So all the parts are here. So what your answer will become then afterwards is equal to, I mentioned there the answer. The answer will be 1792.41 joules. Okay. It must be rounded up to nearest integer. Okay, so what will be your answer? As it is 1 4. Okay, so this one will not be in any case. So your final answer will be, which is I writing here, 1792. Okay, this will be your final answer. So again, in electrochemical machining process, the ratio of material removal rate to pool wear rate is, there is no like pool wear rate, so it will be infinity. Okay, pool wear is in the ratio of pool wear is material removal, pool wear is infinity electrochemical. So you know it is facing difference also. Workpiece is connected to the positive terminal electrode discharge machining. Because of current flow from positive to electrode discharge machining, there is no provision in Indian machine to connect workpiece to negative terminal, which is difficult to see. The direct answer. Large motor removal is the only option because according to Gazemara, and this is that is the only reason why you are putting it. So you can find it in the sides, and better surface is not correct answer. Current person positive in negative direct from positive in the through shell machine. Okay, so that those are not the answer. So let me write it. So a large material removal related to the reason why you are connecting it to the red fashion. Okay, so our C point is correct. However, the large material removal. For cutting fine slots, 0.5 mm wide with complex shape and good accuracy, large number of flat for 20 mm thin sheet. Okay. So what they are mentioning here, thin sheet. So which is the most preferred for thin sheet? I also explained in my assignments that only the LBM is mostly used for thin. Okay. The laser part is mostly used in your thin sheets. Okay, mostly used for thin cases. Okay, so laser will be the correct answer. Okay, so we saw all the assignment for week 8. Now we are going for the problem set of week 9. Okay, so this we are right now going for a week problem set of this week 9. Okay, so let's go. Okay, this will be your first question. So take the time that you want and try to solve. Okay, we will take a minute and do try to solve. You can have your minute and after that you can solve the answer. Okay, you can see the answer. So, what is other types of numerical control? So, NC is, do you know? NC is correct, DNP is correct, and ANP is also correct. So, all of the will be your answer. Okay. So, all of the above will be your answer. Okay. This is the next question for you. Take a time. So, on that after a minute. Okay. It's a manufacturing process in which a number of machines are controlled by computer through direct connection and in real time. It's called as, so we don't call it as NC, okay? We don't call it CNC because direct connection is there and all of the above in the wrong answer. So only this PNC will be the correct answer. Okay? This mention it is direct specific means it is actually the definition for this. The question here is actually a definition for this. Okay. So this is the correct answer. Okay. So, DNC is your correct answer. Okay. So third question for you. The conventional AC controller unit are like hardware, software, hard and software, none of the above. Okay, so the conventional AC control units are, we are asking question. So it is hardware, software, hard and both software. None of them is the wrong answer. Hard and soft both, it is not possible having both. So soft is again wrong answer. So only the hardware is the correct answer. Okay, so it is the hardware. So your correct answer. So next question for you. Which of the following are not advantages of CNC? Okay, so what they are asking here, which of the following are not advantages of one focus important which is not. Okay, so not advantages of CNC machine. So reduce time for delivery of part is correct. So means this can't be an answer because it is a mentioned not. Okay, more jigs and fixtures are needed. This is correct because this is actually less. Okay, less minutes. Reduce the activation time is the correct, so it's reduce and the less total time. So this will be a correct answer because in actual case, the less examination, less examinations are required. So this will be a correct answer. Okay, this is correct answer. So more exam fixes are required will be your correct answer. Okay. So in part programming, the coded instructions are composed of what? So that's the question for you. So in part programming, the coded instructions are composed of letters. So letters is the correct option. Okay, you know this one. Letters is the correct option. The numbers, so both A and B. So and C is also correct and symbols are also correct. Okay. So in part programming, we are using letters, numbers, symbols. So everything we are using. So all of the above is the correct answer. Okay. As we have read all of these parts. Okay. So all of the above will be the correct answer. Okay. So all of the above will be your correct answer. So next question. Part program controls. Okay. So part program control, the movement of the machine tool, okay, is the correct answer. Or on off control of the auxiliary functions like coolant and spindle speed, spindle off, coolant on, coolant off. Okay. Program end, program start, subrouting part. Okay. So all the auxiliary functions can be done, and machine settings. Okay. So your M code, as I mentioned, auxiliary setting, machine setting, all of this can be done. So all of the above is the correct answer. Okay. Yes. All of the above is the correct answer. Okay. So, all of the above is correct answer. What are the commonly used program input devices? Okay, so tape reader, magnetic tape reader, computer via RS-232C communications. Okay, so tape reader we are using magnetic reader also, and for computer we are using RS-232 communications. Okay, so all of the will be the correct answer. Okay, so you might get this answer. So all of the above is your correct answer. Okay, so all of the above is your correct answer. So this is the next question. What is are the functions or functions of machine control unit MCU? What are the functions of the machine control unit? To implement interpolation, to receive the feedback signals of the position and speed for each drive axis, implementation of auxiliary control functions. Okay, so all of these are correct answers. Okay, you can go to the slide. So implementation of auxiliary function, receiving feedback signals, implementation. Okay, so all of these are the functions of MU. Okay, MCU, which you mentioned, MCU is called. Okay, all others function of so this will be the correct answer. Okay. All of the above will be your correct answer. Okay. The feedback system is also called as. So what is called as implementation system? No. Control system? No. Very good. Measuring system? This is correct answer. This is not. So okay. So this will be your correct answer. Okay. Measuring system. You can go to the slides. It is also described in the slides. Okay. So your feedback system is called as measuring system. So this is a good question for you. So the MCU uses the difference between dash dash generator control signal. Okay. So reference signal and feedback signal. Okay, so this your first answer is the correct answer. Input signal and reference signal is are actually both are same. Okay. And the output signal and feedback signal both are actually same. So there is no difference. So this only will correct answer. Okay. Okay. Reference signal and a feedback signal. So this is your correct answer. Reference signal and feedback signal. Okay. This is your eighth question. Related to the recording. So it's recording, so you can start this is a question, eighth question. Okay, so drive unit consists of an amplified circuit, yeah, a drive control unit, yeah, drive control unit, driver motors, and ball leads through it. The amplifier you have your driver motors and ball leads through it. So what your driver need? So your everything for this. So the ball leads through because of this motion. That's the thing. So all of the above will be correct answer. Okay, so all of the above is the correct answer here. So the ninth question for you: what is the advantage of hydraulic drives? Okay, so what is the advantages of hydraulic drives? Can deliver the large power figure to the small in size. Okay, this can be this is the main advantage. Right? This is the main advantage of this. Okay, and leakage of the oil is can be advantage. Okay, all of them is not answer. Okay, so this is the main objective of this. What is called as large power. Okay, large power being relatively small. Okay, small in size. Okay, so this is your main objective. Okay, this combined part. Okay, this combined part is your main objective. So this option is correct. Okay, so this option is correct. In hydraulic drives, which valve is used to restrict the flow from accumulator? So the answer is check valve. Okay, to regulate the restricted flow from accumulator, your answer will be check valve. You can see here the check valve is the correct answer. Okay. Number, what is the function of accumulator? So which functions we are actually asking here? Function of accumulator. Okay. So what accumulator actually do? To restrict the flow from accumulator to consider to continue supply pressure to question one. Stores the hydraulic engines within the pulsator. Okay, so this is the correct answer. So, so this part is the correct answer. C, the correct answer. Question 12. What is the true in case of drives of NC machines? These numerical control machines. Okay, so what is the true in case of drives of AC machines? So mostly uses DC motors is the correct option. Principle of operation is based on rotation of an armature winding is correct. Can be used as a generator. Okay, so can be used by reversing. Okay, so you know all these facts. So all of the above will be correct answer. Okay, please mention in slides also. So all of the above is the correct answer. So 13. What is not true in case of Shepherd motor? So what is not true in case of shaper motors? Shaft position is determined by pulse of frequency. Shaft velocity is determined by number of pulses, and shaft speed in second is equal to the infinite frequency. So this is correct. So both of these are wrong. Okay, so both A and B is the correct answer. Okay, so both A and B is the correct answer because these both are false. Okay, what are the types of interpolation? So you know what are the types of interpolation? Linear is the correct answer. Circular and parabolic. Okay, so all of the above is the correct answer because all we are using in the actual machine. Okay? So all of the above is correct answer. 15th question. What is the use of interpolator in machine? So to calculate the intermediate points in a curve. So it's the correct option. It's the correct option. A requirement of machining straight surfaces that are not parallel to either of the coordinate axis, which is also correct answer. And the dependent upon the profile, the approximate profile with the help of straight lines and okay, this is again curve. So we need to approximate with some straight lines and arcs. Okay, that to subsegments of parabola. Okay, so to approximate that profile. So for that we need to use the interpolator. Okay, so for each and every case we need to use the interpolator. So all of the above is the correct answer. Okay, so all of the above is the correct answer. Next again, all of the above is the correct answer for interpolations machine. Next, based on the motion, what is not type of CNC? Okay, so which type is on a motion and not type of CNC. Okay, that's again 2 points are important here, so we have to check both of the points. Okay, so mention here the not motion. Okay, this is class 3 question. It's slightly difficult question. So what will be the answer? Point we are using. Okay, straight line curve we are using, continuous path we are using. So what will be your answer? This is not the type. So all of the none of the above is your correct option because we are asking for not. Okay. So this is the correct option. Okay. So this why because of this not part. So this is not part. You get this answer. Okay. So based on control loop, what are type of CNC? Okay, so based on control loops, what are the types of CNC? Open loop, closed loop. Okay, so both are the correct option. So both A and B is the correct option. Okay, none of the above is wrong. So this will be wrong. So this is the correct. So both is the correct option. So this is correct option. Based on power supply, what are the types of CNC machine? Okay, so based on power supply, what are the types of CNC? Electric, yeah, it's correct. Hydraulic, pneumatic. Okay, so all of these are correct. So all of the above will be the correct answer. Okay, so in the slides it is mentioned that electric, hydraulic, pneumatic, all of them are correct. So all of the types are used as a source. Okay, so all of the above will be correct answer. Okay. Based on position system, what are the types of CNC? Right now we are working with the positioning system. Okay, you take this part into consideration. The positioning system we are asking for. Okay, so based on position, incremental absolute. Okay, incremental absolute. Okay, both we are using. So both of the A and B will be correct answer. Okay. We are using incremental position also. Incremental means it is like this shown like this A and this will be B. So an absolute like this will be completely like B and this will be your A plus. So this will be absolute. This is incremental. Okay. So both we are using. So both is the correct answer. So question 20. In which type of motion-based CNC multiple axis control simultaneously? Here the most important is access control simultaneously. Okay? Multiple access control simultaneously. Okay? So point to point, you are not using straight control. Okay, you are the same point to control network. Or in case of contouring, you are using no, multiple access control simultaneously. Okay, so yes, controlling is a term. Okay, controlling which we are using the multiple access. It is multiple access part and simultaneously, which is simultaneously this part is running. Okay, controlling. So 21st question. Which loop system is demonstrated in figure below? Okay, so this is a figure. So which system it is? This is figure. This open loop go to port AB and all of the. If you can take your time, you can go through the slides to check what kind of system it is. Okay. Okay. So in this case, is it an open loop system, a closed loop system? So both A and B is the wrong answer, and none of these are also wrong answer. So closed loop system or open loop system. Here, what your output is actually coupled. Okay, output is connected to input. See it here. The output is connected to the input, so it will be a closed loop system. Okay, so this will be the correct answer because output is connected to the everything. So this is the correct answer. And which of the following is not advantage of open loop system? So what you are asking here, not. So we going for about following it is not the advantage of open loop system. Okay. So which of the following is not advantage of open loop system? So less complex, okay, is actually advantage. Costly, less costly is again or advantage. Look, this compensation is the correct answer. Okay. The lower maintenance is all these are advantages actually. So this all part is the advantages actually. These all are advantages and this is only disadvantages. No, but you have time composition because of no feedback. Simple. Okay, because of no feedback, this is what happening. Okay, no positioning compensation. This is the correct answer. No positioning compensation. What is the limitation of closed loop system? So what is the limitation of closed loop system? Error compensation allows for greater proportional accuracy, so this is not the answer. DC motors have higher torque against stepper motors, which is again not a good advantage. DC motors have ability to reverse instantly to adjust for positioning error, not an advantage. Okay, so high cost is only your limitations. Okay, so this will be your answer. High cost is the limitation. Okay, this is only the limitation. Okay, so this is your answer. Okay, so 24. Dash is a control system that measures a certain output process variable and uses this to control speed or speed. So numerical control is the wrong answer. So computer, okay, so computer numerical control that is the wrong answer. Direct temperature control all the wrong answers. So only adaptive control is it is actually a definition of adaptive control. Okay, so this is actually a definition. Okay, definition of adaptive control. Okay, so adaptive control is the correct answer. Okay. We use the measure the certain output process and use these controls to control the speed and speed. Okay, use this to control the speed and speed. Okay, so this is really adaptive. Adaptive control can be used under which conditions? Okay, so adaptive control can be used under which conditions? In a process, time consumes a significant portion of total production time. So this is correct. And there is a significant source of variability in the job. Okay, so you got environmental problems you have to check. So if there is a variable sources, so variability is high. So we can use to go to adaptive control because support A and B is required transfer. In both increase of process time and significant increase of variability of job. Okay, so this is the correct answer. Both A and B. What is are types of adaptive control? Okay, so adaptive control optimization, adaptive control constraint, both of the both is a type of adaptive control. Okay, so both A and B is the correct option. Okay, so none of the is wrong. So both A and B is the correct option here because both are there. Both A and B will be the correct option. Okay, in which control constraint limits are imposed on a measured process variable and controlled in a manipulated speed or speed to maintain the measured variable at or below their constraint limit value. So we have to go through the slides for this, the actual definition of this. So what will be the answer of this question? If you look at this one. You can take your time to solve the actual definition. So at, so you take some time to solve and then you can solve your exam because mostly we have only theory part in this assignment because this week only focus on theory part. Last we have some numericals, but that is not active numericals, so just do some theory part more. So adaptive control optimization, adaptive control constraint, adaptive control, computer related controls. Okay, so this is not a correct points. Okay, adaptive control optimization, adaptive control constraint. So, so what is correct option is adaptive control constraint. Okay, this is actual definition of this. Okay, this is actual definition of this part. Okay, so this is your correct answer. Okay, adaptive control constraint. Okay, so 28 question for you. Which of the out of the following is not benefit of adaptive control machine? In machine. You can take time to go through the slides and solve every part. Okay, so which out of all is not benefit of adaptive control machining? Reduction in the production rate. Okay, so reduction in production rate of it's problematic. Okay, so this is the correct answer. Increasing tool life is not, greater part production is not, easier part program is not, less operator is, the machine is not. Okay, so this reduction is the wrong part. Actually, it must be increase in production rate. Okay, so here there's not the benefit. So according to this is your correct answer. Okay, so reduction in the production rate is your correct answer. Okay, what are the basic functions of adaptive control? Okay, so what are the basic functions of adaptive control? So identification function is there in adaptive control. Okay, so it is there. Decision function is there, and modification function is there. Okay, so all of the above will be the correct answer because all of them are present in the case of adaptive control. Okay, so all of the above will correct option. So this B is your correct answer. Okay, so 13th question: which function decides how to control mechanism should be adjusted to improve the process performance? Like identification the function that we have, decision function, modification function, none of the above. Okay, so you can take your time to solve this question. So basically a definition. So which function decides how to control mechanism should be adjusted to improve the process performance. So most important part here is the decision. So the decision process performance. So identification function is not used for this. To make the decision function is actually used. Okay, so you know the answer. Modification is to change the parameter. So the decision function is the correct option. Okay, it is made. So decision function is the correct answer. Okay, so question 31. What is the use of modification function? So first we call the decision function. Now it is a modification function. Okay, so you can take your time to solve this question. Okay, so concerned with determination of the current value of the process performance measured by the making use of feedback data from the process. So decide how to control mechanism should be adjusted to improve the process performance or to implement a decision, physical or mechanical in the system, changing the system parameters or variables. Okay, so this is the actual function of your modification function. Okay, this modification function, this is the actual function of your modification function. So this will be your correct answer. Okay, so see, this is your correct answer. Question 32. A system in which all moving commands are referred to one reference point, which is the origin and will be called as 0 point. Okay, so which system it is? What is the actual definition for the system? So which system it is called as, that is the question for this part. Okay. Okay, so what the answer for this? But what we are saying here, the system is all moving commands are referred to one reference point, which is origin, and it will be called as 0 point. So it is directly the absolute system. Okay, so from that we directly do this because it is fixed point, it is the origin and fixed point are called as 0 point. So it is obviously an absolute system. Okay, so this is your correct answer. The absolute system is your correct answer. Based of this incremental system, you know there is a difference. I told you again also, and both A and B are not actually the concepts. So this is the actual definition of this. Okay, so this is the correct answer. And 33. A part program consists of what? This is a question. So part program consists of what? Information about part geometry, yes, it is there. Motion statement to move the cutting to, yes, it is there. And auxiliary functions such as coolant on and off. Okay, so all of this information are actually present in the part program. Okay, so all of the above is the correct option. So all of the above is the correct option here. So 34th question. Origin is always located at some position on machine of the table, and all two locations are defined with respect to this zero is called as. Which kind of zero is called as? Always located at the same position of MC on the table and defined with respect to this zero. Is all the motions are referred to that like absolute system we are referring. So what it is called as fixed zero or floating zero? That's the question. You can take your time to solve this question. Okay, so as you guess, it is fixed zero. Okay, this is your answer, fixed zero. According to everything that defined here, fixed zero will be your answer. You see, fixed zero will be your answer. So 25. The work coordinate system is used in case of what? The work coordinate system we are referring here. So according to our work, the coordinate system will change. So in which case we are using the WS system? It gives zero floating and all of the above is again not considerable here and none of the above out of fixed zero and floating zero. What is your correct answer? Is the question here. Okay. So the work coordinate system is actually using floating zero condition. In the case of floating, okay. So according to the work, we can like according to your work, we can adjust your zero. Okay, so it is called as floating zero. It is called as work coordinate system. Okay, so floating zero is your answer. Okay, okay. The feed rate and a coolant selection consider under which command? Okay, so feed rate and coolant selection. So a selection of your feed rate and selection of the coolant. So which command it is considered as? Either it is modal command or modal command again all of the above and all of the not option. So out of this only modal command and non modal commands there is some answer and the feed rate and the coolant selection is considered under what case? So this is the question is all about. can take your time. That is, it is a mostly example oriented part, and mostly question paper also you can see the assignments. It is mostly example oriented. There is no direct set of questions which are asked in assignments. So the problems that they are actually asking are applied type. So you have to apply your knowledge and solve the answers. And mostly parts are from your slides only, but you have to get some applied parts. So this kind of question you may expect in your exams also. So the model, what kind of it is called as model, non-model. Model and non-model. If you know the basic concept and the field rate and the equivalent, it will be there for after the command passes. Okay, so it will be if it is not actually cancelled by some extra commands, it will be there live. So what kind it is considered unknown. So that is the main question. It is simple. I already told you the answer. You just go to the slides and solve it. That's on the left side. Okay. If we got to the answer, so it is model commands actually. Okay. So A is a correct answer here, non-model is not answer. So your model command is a correct answer. 36. And this is the 37, the dual command. So right now we go with model. I will go with different part, that is dual command, which instructs the to remain in a given configuration for a given amount of time. Is an example of what? So it should be lost after time or not should not be lost. So that is the question. So it is model, non-model again. All of the above and none of the above is not considered. Only this is your option. So go through the slides and it is there. You can justify the answer within seconds. Okay, so we'll take 1 minute to upload. We can solve this answer. Okay. Okay, from the answer we will get this is non-modal command. Okay, so from the slides you will definitely get this answer. This is a non-modal command. Okay, so non-modal command is your correct answer. Okay, here. So, a third question: what are the commonly used block formats? Okay, because right now we're moving ahead. So, what are the commonly used block formats in part programming? Okay, this is the question. So fixed sequential format, if you go through the slides, you can definitely get this answer. So fixed sequential format is correct answer. Tab sequential format, correct answer. Forward address format is correct answer. So both A, B, and D obviously correct, but all of the above, these are the correct option. So if you see the correct answer. So all of the formats are present in the slides. You can go through it. So all of the above is your correct answer. Okay. Back to that question. Each dash is made up of one or more machine commands. What? Character, word, block, or program? That is the question. Okay. You can go through slides. Okay. Okay. So what it is made up of? It is not made up of character. You know this part. Not word but block. Block is the correct answer, and program is actually ultimate part. So the block is the correct answer. Which we are made up of mono or machine command. The block is made up of mono or machine command. Character and words are is a part of it, but the block is actual answer. Okay. From this you can have a block. Okay. So the block is your correct answer. The block is your correct answer. Okay. So your fourth question now. The format in which each type of word is assigned as an address that is identified by letter code within a part program is called as. What it is called as. So which is preferred, mostly preferred part for format for part programming. So it's very easy for you, and you can go through slides. So it is actually a definition of that part. So it is very easy to get out from the slides also. So you have to remember those things, and this is actually for your exercise only. So this kind of problems will help you while you are preparing for final exams also. And assignment solving also, you are taking care of assignment solving also, and the part this your exam preparation. So both of the things are covered here. If you go through the slides, you can get your answers. You can easily score about 85-90% of the scores on this part also, because if you are solving it correctly, you are getting 100% in your quiz, and you are getting 100% in your quiz. 25% mark is done. You need to get the 75% mark, so you can get it from your. If you solve this problem, you can definitely get this part, okay, from your exam part also. Okay. So you go through this part carefully, and the way the questions are asked, the way the questions are asked in assignment is exactly same kind of questions we asked in final exam. Okay, it's slightly applied form. So you have to read to apply the concept that you learn. Okay, the formula part you have. You have to apply those parts. So it is mostly for applied parts. You can see the way the questions are even formed is for applied part. Okay, you have to go for this and understand the concept and apply the thing you have. Okay, so the understanding of the concept is very important here. So you have to go through the slides and understand the concept. If you understand the concept, it is not difficult for you to score nine. Even you can go for 95% of your parts. Okay, so understand the concept and it is very easy. To just understanding the concept is important. Sometimes the formulas are there, but if you know the formula, your every concept is easy for you. Just need to check everything and thoroughly study everything and understand everything. That is only important part for you. Okay, so this is actually definition I told you. So solve this part, get the answer. Okay, so I told you it is most widely used. So it is word sequence format. Okay, it is given in the definition of the word sequence format. So word sequence format is your correct answer here. Okay, this so this word sequence format is your correct answer. So 41. What is the use of X, Y, and Z codes in the part programming? So right now we are going deep into the part programming. So it will be easy for you to solve everything. Okay, you can take your time. This is very easy actually. Not to take the time. So it is very easy for you to answer right now. Sequence number, indicate the given control function, coordinate position of the tool. Okay. So this X, Y, Z is used for this coordinate position of the tool part. Okay. So this is your correct answer. Okay. So this X, Y, Z code is for this coordinate position of the tool. So this is the correct answer. Okay. Here I will get you the coordinate position of the tool. This is the correct answer. Okay. This is 42 question. Choose the correct alternative. You can take about time for this part. Okay. You can take more time, like 3 4 minutes. You can have solve it correctly. Okay. Okay, you can take your time. So for correct alternative here. Okay, so F code is used for, you know the part already. So F code will be used for, okay. F code will be used for field right, okay. So your S code will be used for spindle. Your T code will be used for tool selection, and your M code will be the miscellaneous part, okay. So what is command? So A first will be, so your answer will be like first will be B, your second will be C, your third will be B, and your fourth will be A. So this is not a correct. This is 0.5. So this option is correct. Okay. From the answer, this option is correct, and this is not correct. Okay. So this option is correct. Okay. So this option will be correct option. Okay. So 43 question. What is the format for circular interpolation using arc center? Okay. So we are using circular interpolation here. That's why I am using. Yes, and that's why you are saying here text is 21203 and using the arc center format. So you have to go to the slides to how you can go for arc center format. That is the question. So more important format is what is most important here. Circular interpolation is important here, but arc using arc center is again very important concept to here. Okay, so use that concept of arc center. Okay, you can take your time to solve this there. Or if you want to solve it, one here, it will take more time. If you want to go to slides, you can go to slides. It is there. So it is a fundamental part of manufacturing, only part from them. How to use your commands, how to use that block. Okay, so it's very important. So you can take your time, go through it, and you can go for everything. Like G03 is here, G90 is there, G01 is there, G00 is there. So all are different parts. So you can go through all of the parts, you revise everything. There might be anything in your question paper, so you have to revise everything properly. So what it called as why it is G00. Okay, so if you take your time, you can take more time even. You saw the answer afterwards. Okay. Okay, if you go through the point from the using the arc center part. Okay, so using the arc center, you need to supply to your center point. So how you can get the supply center points here? So your I, J, K are the center point. Okay, and this is your field. Okay. So as I mentioned here, so this will be your correct option because here we are using your arc. So arc you are not using your radius. Okay, this is for radius. So we are not considering radius here, and G01 is for linear interpolation, so it is not for regular interpolation. So this will be a different concept here. So it will be used for linear interpolation. You know this part, linear interpolation we are using here. And this is again for rapid traverse. Okay. It's for rapid motion. Rapid motion. So only this option is not actually for circular, so it is not circular. And only this G02 and G03 are the part for circular, and again for arc centers. Okay, so arc center we need to use. So in which case we are using the arc centers only this case. So this we are casing using radius. So this is not a correct option. So only this will be your correct answer. So we mention here this is your correct answer using what? Using the arc center method. Okay. So this is your correct answer. And what is the significance of G91 command? So you can see we are using the G91 command here. Okay, you can see G91 command we are using here. Okay, so what is the use of this G91 command? If we are using G91 command, it is very easy. It's kindly very easy. Okay, you know this part. It is called as SG91 is for incremental and G90 for this absolute part. Okay, and G91 is for this incremental part. None of the above and both of the both are wrong options here. You know, so this incremental is your correct answer. This incremental option is correct option. Or to mention there, incremental is your correct answer. Okay. So what is the significance of G0 command? Why we actually show here that in that part G02 because it is mostly used for circular interpolation. So this linear and rapid are actually gone because it is not circular. So only this part is for circular. As I mentioned, this is used for circular. Okay. So this part already gone. So out of which, so the question is whether it is used for counterclockwise or clockwise. Okay, so what is the difference? So how it is actually it is either use clockwise or counterclockwise. That is a question. Okay. You can go through slides to get a value of the zero to part. Okay, then go through the slides. Okay, both the two options are already gone. So if you go to the slides, you get the answer to clockwise option. Please put the correct answer. Okay. You go to slides, you can get this G02 is actually used for clockwise rotation part. Okay. This G02 is used for this clockwise rotation part. Okay. What you question? What is the significance of M06 command? Again, you have to go to the slides to get because these are the all are the important commands. Okay. They might ask you, okay, these are the important commands. They might ask you, okay, to go through these commands so they you can get better marks in your exam. So okay, to go through each part and you can get better marks in the exam. So these are some of the important commands that we know from our experiences in this field. So we can use our experience. Mostly teachers will ask this part only, so we should get more benefit from this problem sets. Okay, so we are that's why we're focusing on specific part, so how the question might ask to you. Okay, and you get more advantage and more marks for scoring by using these practice sessions. Okay, so guys, this is a question for you to solve. Take your time and solve. But in the exam, you have a specific limited amount of time, so you have to tackle everything. Here you can just go, you can take your time, but after that, when you have to prepare well, so you can tackle this kind of questions very well. This N06 is used for what? It is like it is most important command in data building and machine. Okay, most important command, very important command. Is actually this tool change. Okay, so your correct option is tool change option. Okay, so tool change will be your correct option, which is actually corresponds to this N06 part. So this is the 46 number question in a CNC part program. Block M04 S500. So 5000 stands for what? 46 question in a CNC part program. Block M04 S5000 stands for what? Is a question for you. So go through everything that you gone through and slides the part you have and you can solve this answer. This is actually from your assignment also. So to get so you can see the way questions are asked in assignments, the way this kind of similar questions will be asked in the like final exam also. So you need to be prepared for everything. Okay. So solve such kind of problems more and more so we'll get a grip over the subject and you can confidently solve these kind of questions in your exam. This always save your time and you can go for a difficult part so you can score more and get highest marks. You can get one gold medal first part. Okay. So important is this part like M06 and S. So this is very important part here. M04 and S5000. Okay. You need to go what is this M04 mean? So what is this M first mean and other part. Okay. What is this M mean here? So what is this M mean? This M mean and this S mean and this what is this 5000 mean? This is M04 mean. You have to go through this part and solve this part. Okay. Now I'm going to go to the slides to get the answer and you can get the real answer very good. Very easy. Okay, if you go through the part, so your M is actually miscellaneous code which is used for spindle part, is on and off part, and S is your for rotation. So you can straight add part of the spindle rotation animation here that S part, S code for this part. Okay, so M04 is for was for this part. It's for counterclockwise. And speed is if you go through the part, so this will be your speed and this is your way of rotation. So spindle on is again part because it is for single spindle on part M04 and then in clockwise direction and your speed is speed. So this your speed will be this RPM. So this is your correct answer. Okay. Everything is matching here. So this will be the correct answer. So to go through your everything that you learn from the part programming and apply the every part. Okay, so M04 your M stands for your miscellaneous part and M04 stands for spindle on counterclockwise direction. If it is M03 it is clockwise direction. So and it is S 5000 means your speed is 5000 RPM. So this actually word format, that word address format that we have, which are using words and this is also the your numericals to get specify the values and aim to specify the codes. Okay, what we are actually want to show. For T, if we are using it, we want to use M06 2J at M06 and T part. So according to our need, you know to go into know the part, know the language, how we can communicate, know to use a proper command, proper blocks, to operate the machine. Okay, so from this part, your M what is mentioned here, M0 is M04 and S500. This is your correct answer. Spindle off is not option here. Spindle on. Likewise, this is not a speed velocity. Here, setting S is spindle speed. So this is not a feed velocity. Feed velocity is given by F. Okay, you know this part. So this is a wrong option. And coolant is actually given by M08 and M09 part. So not by M04. So this is again the wrong. So only first part is the correct answer. Counterclockwise speed and as a 500 as a RPM. So this will be your correct option. Okay, this is your correct option. So 47 question in a CNC part program, lock M03 S8000 stands for what? Okay, so the important part here is, as I mentioned previous question, you have this M03 and S8000. Okay, so you have to go to the slides again, check what M03 means. So what does M03 part means, what does M means, what does 03 means, the complete part means, and this S and this 8000 actually. So go through part and solve the question. Okay, you can take your time depending upon your. So this is the important M03 S 8000 is the important part here. You can and exactly like previous problem, you can solve this problem. Okay, you can take your time and solve this problem. Okay. If you go if you through the every site, so what M03 stands for here, your spindle must be on. Okay, so the spindle must be on here, and the way the spindle is on is clockwise direction because we are using M03. In previous case, what we are using M04, so it is counterclockwise here. But right now, what we are using M03. So if we go through the slides, instead to go through the that slides where we are having a dose table. If you go on through this table, you will get this kind of stuff. Okay, what is that? Is counterclockwise or clockwise part? Okay, if you get this stuff, and from you can clearly mention that it is actually clockwise part. Okay, and if you are using M03, so it is clockwise, and your spindle is on. So next part remaining is your speed. That is 8000 speed you have mentioned, which is the RPM part. So your speed is 8000, exactly like that. So from everything, so this option is correct, and you can check other answer. Spindle off is the wrong answer. A spindle on but counterweight, but it is not a field velocity. As I have told you previously, this is not a field velocity. And again, coolant off is a on off is a problem. This is not correct. Means we are using M08 and M09 for this code, so it is a wrong. So only what we have. This is the correct answer. Okay, this spindle is on counterclockwise. Okay. So spindle on clockwise and the speed 8000 rpm. This will be the correct answer. Okay, so this is the correct answer. Okay, so 48 question. In a CNC operation, the tool is at 3/4 at beginning of the operation to move the tool for 0.34 to 68 along the circular path with center at 3 at the CNC part program block is given by. Okay, let me solve this question for you. The next question we can solve. Okay, so in CNC operation, the tool is at 3 and 4. So if you draw here like 3 and 4 part, okay, so like this you can consider this part, and tool is at right now where tool is at 3 and 4. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and again 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so your tool is at 3 and 4. Okay, somewhere here your tool is at 6. And you have to move to 6 and 8. Okay, so 6 is your x 6, and you can come here. Okay, so somewhere here. Okay, and how you need to progress from this point to this point. So, how what is your direction? Is clockwise or anti-clockwise? So counterclockwise means. So it is counterclockwise actually. So we need to use G0 3 command because it is counterclockwise. So this is important here. What you are using here, G02 is wrong because the way it is going is opposite. So you have to consider this part. So everything you are writing G02 is wrong. Okay. And what the other option here is written is means okay, you can check the options. You can get what the next part you need to figure out. G02 and G02 is the first part you need to figure out from the options because you will directly cut out because it is moving in counterclockwise direction. So the G03 will be the correct option and your G02 will be directly gone out. So right now what we have in the block 10 G03 X6 Y8 I3 and J8. Okay, this is the part of center, so this is the correct part. In every case we have the same part. Okay, so this is the correct because it is a part of center. So what remains the x and y part. So what it is required the part of must be end point. Okay, it must be an end point here. What is the case here? They are using end point. Here they are using the start point. So this option is completely wrong because you need to supply the end points. So in this only we are giving the end points. Okay, so I and J is the correct center. Your NG03 is correct. So every part here is correct. Okay, so N03 is just a reference number. Okay, in both parts. Okay, so this will be your correct answer. Okay, this part. This will be your correct answer. Okay, so you can get this answer. So this is your correct answer. Okay. This part is the correct answer. Okay, this is the next question for you. In a CNC operation, the tool is at 1 6 at the beginning of the operation. To move the tool from point 16 to 82 along the circular path to the center at 1 2 in the CNC part program, block is given by. Okay, so this is a similar type of question that we solved previously. Okay, so you can take your time and try to solve by your own. Okay, after like 2 to 5 minutes, I will solve this question, but try by your own. Okay? It is very important and it's from your assignment only, so try it by your own. After that, I will take your solve. Okay. So important part is here. Okay. So this 0 2 your start point, end point, and your center. Okay. So this point you consider in your during marking the correct answer. Okay. So by try by yourself. Okay. After that, I will solve this question. Okay. Okay, so this part is actually same for everything. Okay? It's just a reference number part, so it is not that much important. So you just focus on this part. Okay, this is the remaining part you have. So to focus on this part to get correct answer. Okay, okay. Consider all the situations that were solved in case of previous one and try to solve this question. Okay, this is, take your time and solve. can by the plot this part also. This will help you to get this quantity visual of what you will define. Okay, so what the point we have one this 6 and going up to 8 2. Okay, so you can plot here again this endpoint part and again this part is same for you. You can see this part. This ij part is same. So you need to focus on this. This is this part and this part. What should we use here? We should use our endpoints. Okay. So if you use your endpoints, so this part you are using start point. So this part is wrong. So this complete line is going to be wrong. So what left with you? These two parts. Okay. So again, what is important? Working on G02 to G03 is a part only left for you. Again, these parts are correct. So only which are remaining this part G02 or G03. So this is an important part left. Okay. So you can I told you how you can solve this kind of concept. So you can plot directly. So how you can plot? It's simple. You can directly plot here. So what the point do we have? Here we have 1 and 8. So to go to 8 4 0 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 and 8 here. Okay. And here 1 2 3 4 5 to 6. Okay. So to 6 you can go. So here you will point 1 and 6. So this will be point 1 and 6. Here will be 8 and 2. So this will be some point. So how we are going? This is the part. Okay, here going in clockwise direction. So we have to use G02. This part is wrong here now. So what the final answer, ultimate answer you have right now is G02. So this is your ultimate final answer. Okay, this is how we can solve this part. Okay, so this is your ultimate final answer because of this G02 part. Okay, so this is your final answer. Mention here this G02 will be your final answer. Okay, so this is the last question from this assignment part. It will be helpful. You can solve it by own. You can try it by own. And after that, I can tell you the answer. You can take your time. You can take your 5 minutes of it. We will take the 5 minutes, and after that, we'll solve the question. Okay. So what a point you should remember here. In a CNC operation, the tool is at 5 6. So you have the start point. Okay. To move from 5 6 to 12 8. This is the end point you have. So it is again important. This end point you have. We are not bothering about this N0 or 9 or 009 part. Okay, we are not bothering about this part. What we are bothering only about this step. So what they have written here is not none of our concern or the step they have. So okay. So in that step, my the tool has reached this point. Okay, and right now what we have tool that is 12.8 is our end point. So this point we need to write it. This is our end point. So this is again end point is important, you know. And the feed is given 5 millimeter per minute. See, you have to check everything. You have to go through these slides, go through that slides, go through that table. I told you that. Go through that slides, go through that table, and yeah, see everything. Okay, go through the table and understand the part. Okay, understand each and every part. Okay, this is more important. Okay, and then you can solve this kind of questions. Okay, why? Because here they are using millimeter per minute. So that's why this part is encountering. Okay, because of this part only, millimeter per minute part. And this is 91 even, you have it has meaning. Why? Because what we mentioned here, 12 and 8. I told you go through the table and understand everything properly. That is it is more important, most important problem. Yeah, you can go here. You can go from multiple things. How to handle the things. Okay, here you are using G91. What does G91 actually means? G91 means your incremental programming. Okay, this is actually your incremental programming. You know this part is actually incremental programming. So you can't use the absolute part here. So if you use absolute part, it is wrong. Okay, it can't go. It is wrong actually because you can't go absolute part. So the increment part is correct because you're using G91 now. See, right now this tool, what you show the endpoint is again, if you use endpoint here, it is wrong. Why? Because you are using G91. It's incremental. So you know the start point. That's why you're a mentor. You have a start point here. You have end point here. But which command you're using? Incremental command. So you have to subtract it now. So this point is gone. If you correct this point is gone. That's why you are using 5 and 7. If you know 5 and 7 is not anywhere, but it is actually there. It is important. It is not a start point. But why? Because you're using incremental program. So it is important. Again the important concept what we have is millimeter per minute. So in actually we are using per revolution, okay, which is actually different code, 95 code we have. But right now we are using per minute. So again the code is different. See, the code you want is different here because the as you change the G point, these answers also be changed. Okay, this point must be changed. It is not absolute always. So depending upon G, you need to change your X, Y, and F point also. Okay, so it must be take here like point zero, point zero everywhere because it must be point zero. It is not like that. Okay, these pointers are also important here. Okay, so I told you already about G91 because we are using incremental. So this part is gone directly because there is endpoints. We can't use absolute point here. Okay, we can't use absolute point here. So it's this part is completely wrong. So what we like only incremental part. So how we can part incremental part? So 12 minus 5 this will be 7 and your 8 minus 2 which is 6. So 8 minus 6 it will be 2. Okay. So this will be a 7. So your x will be 7, y will be 2. And again you need to find out what is correct here. This G94 or G95 is like an option. So if you check, a correct option is actually G94. How? Because it is what it is actually going per minute. If you go G95, it will be per revolution. So it's different again. So you have to be it is very it's to be small. It will be very high feed rate. It is per revolution. There, 5 millimeter per revolution is very high feed rate. You have to check everything. It will damage your machine. Okay, this much important it is. If you use this part, it will damage your machine. Simple because it is this kind of thing. Because you are using 95 here, this will be damage your machine. So it is very hard to understand. So you have to check every part. Both I told you again and again. Go through the tables and understand each and every part that you have, and after that apply the code. Or you can use the simulator parts also. If it is going too fast, it is problematic. Okay, so you have to check these parts also. These parts are also important while you are using the coding. Okay, you are using. So G94 is the only correct option here. If you go G95, it will damage your machine. You can't use them. Simply it will damage your machine part. Okay, damage. So only this part is correct answer. I told you this is just a reference part that you should not use. G91 is your incremental part. So you can go with absolute part now. If it is G90 then it is correct. But what you are using G91. So right what you become it become a incremental part now. So you can't use absolute coordinates here. So you have to go with incremental parts only and you know how to calculate the incremental parts. Okay, I show you here this 12 minus 6, oh, sorry, 12 minus 5 and it's 8 minus 6 will give you the incremental part now. Okay, so that part you have to put here in x and y coordinate. And again, your G95 and G94 millimeter per minute, millimeter per revolution. So again, if it is millimeter per revolution and you put it millimeter per minute, it is very small. It can't do anything, and if it is opposite it will damage your machine. So it is problematic in all directions. So understand this part carefully and then apply. Okay, these small points will change everything, not everything in your mask, but actually it will damage your tool and machine itself. Okay, and CNC machine is again costly machine, so don't go any wrong part there. Okay, because you are using CNC machine only. This part is under the CNC machines, so it is a costly machine part and it will damage it. So properly use this command, and I show you how should you use this command properly. Okay, how to calibrate everything, use proper commands, use proper G codes and their x and y coordinates and their feeds, and use everything properly. Okay, and after using everything properly, what you will get, this 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 is your correct answer. By considering everything, this will be your correct answer. Okay, you can check here. By considering everything, this will be your correct answer. Okay, this is your correct answer only. By taking everything, you will get this part, and you should know, okay, this G91 part, this G94 part, due to which this parts are changed. Okay, you can say this also part right, but it is wrong. Why? Because due to this G91, this is becoming the wrong part. Okay, and because of this G95, this field is becoming the wrong part. Here actually, here, no, not here. G95, this field is wrong part. So considering everything by proper machining, this is only your correct option. Okay, so this is the end of your practice problem set now for the week 9. So here we are concluding the problem solving and doubt clearing session number 9. Okay, so to submit your assignments on this Wednesday. Okay, so good night.